Live from Waterloo's Public Access Studios, it's Ms. Rocky and Shaviva North End Update Live.
Bringing you the good stuff from a North End perspective, of course.
Today's guests, Dontae Watson, fashion designer, and Riley Mobz, young creative artist and video filmmaker. Welcome to Friday.
Boom shakalaka!
Yeah, we said it. Hey!
Yes.
Boom shakalaka, everybody. Right. It's Friday. You made it.
I know.
Yes. Welcome to Miss Rocky and Shaviva's North End Update Live.
Because it's always something good happening on the North End and everywhere else. You've got to know it. Yes.
That's right. There's always something good. That's for sure. So we got a great show lined up for you.
Yes, for sure. And we got a shout out to our special frequent viewers, Jim Gardner, Joel Elliott, Stephanie Comack, and Deborah J. Daniels.
Betty Cozy, hey Granny.
Yeah.
Linda Ireland, Sherman Wise, and Mark Crawford Jr., one of my favorite frequent viewers.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I'm Rocky.
And I'm Shaviva, and this is North End Update, y'all.
All right. Okay. Let's see. We know that you got to watch the news every day to hear all about the bad stuff, maybe a little bit of the good stuff.
Yeah.
But on our show, it ain't nothing but the good.
That's right.
You're in the right place.
That's right. And it's true, y'all. We're the podcast you can see.
Yeah, we're trying to make us all look good.
That's right. For sure.
Okay. All right. Today, our guests, as we mentioned, are Dontae Watson and musician and video filmmaker Riley Mobz.
Riley Mobz.
Yeah.
That's right.
And we want to thank everybody. Oh, we got to tell them about the 20-second video.
Oh, that's right.
And then we're going to get busy.
Okay. Hey, everybody. We need you. Please send us a 20-second or less video on what you like about our show. Okay? You can say North End Update. You can say Miss Rocky and Shaviva. You can say Boom Shakalaka, whatever. Just tell us what you like about our show.
Right. And in that 20-second video, you send it to our messenger account on Rocky and Shaviva. And we're going to have a drawing next Friday. And you get a chance to win what?
A $200 gift certificate to shop downtown Waterloo.
Big ones.
Yeah.
Right, 200 big ones.
Hey.
And you say, what store do I get to shop at?
Whatever downtown Waterloo store you choose.
That's the only thing.
Yeah.
It's got to be downtown. So make sure you send a video. What can they say, Shavita, in 20 seconds?
Okay, in 20 seconds you can say, I like to watch North End Update because those ladies are so funny.
That's right.
You know.
Or you could say, I like to watch Ms. Rocky and Shaviva because sometimes it's raining men.
All right.
Hallelujah. It's raining men.
You
And
just
it's
never
raining
know.
men today.
And you know this.
Okay. Say whatever you want. Send us a video. We'd love to have it. Newsflash, birthday people. We got a real singer.
Ooh, that's right. That's
Yes.
right. You all don't have to just suffer. Well, you don't suffer though, but
No.
yeah. But you get to hear a real singer today.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, birthday
All right.
people. Let's see. What else? We got one or two more quick announcements.
Breaking news, right?
What breaking news? Okay.
Shoot.
Sure.
First of all, we want to say congratulations to Rashonda Young,
Oh,
the co-founder of
yes.
Bank of Jabez, because she was chosen as Entrepreneur of the Year and
Wow.
inducted into the Junior Achievement of Eastern Iowa 2023 Business Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Boom.
That is amazing.
She made history with that.
She certainly did. She certainly did. The Bank of Jabez, we just love it. Go to our Facebook page and find out more about that.
Yep, and we have one more breaking news item too.
Oh, do we?
Do you,
Oh,
right.
okay.
Susie Clark,
Oh.
the bravest girl you've ever seen.
You wrote that?
That
Where
book.
do you see it?
Hey, I wrote it on my paper. Anyway, the
Oh,
author.
she got a little
we have the
special
author
stuff.
right
There it
here.
is. Yeah, well,
Yes.
that's so nice of you,
So her
Shaviva.
book is dropping on October 18th, and that's going to be at the opening. This will be at the Musser Public Library in Muscatine, where it all began.
Yes, that is so exciting, Shaviva. I can't believe I'm actually it's come to fruition because you know it's been a labor of love and learning since last spring. So finally, it's going to drop, and it's going to be a great presentation. I get to read the book. I'm already getting appointments at elementary schools to read it. So
Awesome. You're going to be busy.
I'm going to be busy. Yes, exactly. Okay, what else? I think it's time to talk to our guest.
It is, definitely.
Who has a drum roll? Imani? We want it through, yes, through TV Magic.
All
Hello.
right. Ta-da.
Yay. Yes.
Yes.
Look at these guys. You're so here. You're
guys
so
are awesome.
here and
I
so
love the energy.
handsome.
Energy's great.
Oh, you feel some energy? Okay.
Good.
I love it. I love it. Welcome, Riley.
Thank you. Welcome. I'm welcome to be here. I mean, it was raining when I got here. I was just trying not to slide past you guys along the way, you know what I'm saying? But I got here.
We so
Congratulations on your
appreciate.
book, by the way. I just wanted to say that real quick.
Thank
That's
you.
awesome.
We so appreciate that you were able to make it here, and also we definitely want to welcome Dontae
Hello,
Watson,
hello.
one
Nice
of
to
our
see you guys
favorite
again.
Designers, yes,
Yes,
most
exactly.
definitely.
Last time we saw you.
About to say this time last year, we would have been doing a fashion show outside.
That's
Right.
right.
At the river.
The-
Yeah.
With
Yep, the
masks
weather was
on.
lovely.
Yeah, with
and
mask on.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you believe we went through all that
Yeah.
and how now looking back on it, it just almost seems like it was a dream or
Yeah,
something,
it
you
didn't
know?
happen.
Time kind of went fast and slow at the same time.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
Right. Well, we're gonna get to start our conversation, Shaviva, with our
That's right.
with our talking point.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Every week we have a talking point. It's brought to you by the Grout Museum District, where there's something for everyone, okay? Be sure to check out their Facebook page. But our talking point is when you accept who you are, you no longer have to prove it.
Yeah.
Boom.
That's about it.
Yeah.
We'd like to see what you'd like to say about that. Have you accepted who you are, or are you still trying to prove it, Riley?
So I think it's a little bit of both. As an entrepreneur, it's always a little bit of both. There's always like the goal that you obtain, but then there's always another goal after that. So what I always try to tell people is like, understand that like, it's about being happy now. It's about loving who you are now. Understanding that you can grow. Understanding there's always more to obtain. There's always going to be more to obtain though. You can't obtain everything in life. Like, that's why we choose the roads we choose. So I would say that that some days, I'm the musician and I'm on stage and I feel empowered, but then some days I got to film a wedding and I wear a collar shirt and slacks, and I don't feel as myself on those days. So I work in the corporate field and like the nightlife industry, entertainment industry. So it's like I always feel like I'm two people. So I feel like I'm getting there, but I'm not there yet.
Okay.
I feel like I'm getting there though.
So when you get there, you won't have to prove yourself no more. You're still proving yourself. I think that's pretty much what he said. No.
I think I'm still proving myself
To yourself.
but not to
Yes.
anybody else.
Okay.
Like for instance, I just this last year started singing more on my music and
I like your
albums.
singing.
Thank you. I do too. But then there's a bunch of people that aren't used to it, so they're like, "Oh, when are you gonna start, rapping again?" Or doing
Oh, okay.
So
you
then it's
have-
like, okay, well, I don't feel like I gotta prove stuff to you guys.
There you go.
It's more so proving it to myself. So
Gotcha. Okay, Dontae.
I'm on the same lines as that, as being an entrepreneur. Proving yourself is in every category of life that you do anyways, because it's always something next, like he was just saying. You conquer one thing, you got 5 more things to conquer. You conquer those 5 and you think about 5 more that you're good at as well. And the cycle just keeps going and going and going. So me, for myself, proving myself was something I would have used to do, but it's something I would never bring myself to doing anymore for others, because what you do, what you put out, who you are, the person you try to be, all that jam packs itself into who you are right there. So anything past that, what's the proof? I showed you who I am. You got what you got. You take it or you leave it.
Right, I like that. Take it or leave it. Comments. We have some comments, Imani.
All right. Gloria.
That's my mother.
Well,
Okay. Hey, how you doing, lady?
Gloria.
Shout outs to Gloria.
That's
I
right.
love you, love
Got
you,
to
mother.
see your son is on here.
We can
All
count
right.
on the moms, right? Hey, shout out to you as well. What about you, Chevy? What do you think about that?
Okay, about
you
as far
proving
as-
yourself still
Well,
as a seasoned woman?
No, what I am is, as far as that, that really sort of resonated with me about as far as accepting who you are. I think I used to struggle against or fight against myself as an artist because I felt like I needed to be this professional person, and that's all well and good. You have to get your money and do that kind of stuff or whatever. And so the artist side of me, I was just sort of like, I wasn't accepting that. But it just breaks through. Who you are and what you do, that just comes through. And so you find a way, you know, it's like, I don't know, like letting a lion loose. You let it loose, it's going to protect itself. So you ain't got to worry about anything else.
Yeah, it makes me think of our show, Shaviva, because, you know, this was kind of a brainchild that began with me, kind of. And I think about how we first started. We thought we had to be everywhere. We would go live everywhere. We would be, and Shaviva finally said, you know, because then people started calling us saying, will you come to our event, you know, and stuff. And we started thinking, Shaviva said, well, we're not really the volunteer fire department, so we decided to just, and
Becomes a job in itself.
it became so too busy when we tried to be everywhere. So then we kind of found a niche when the Community Foundation and others started supporting us. So we found a niche, and now we just stay in the studio and mostly have people come to us because we have a great studio team, Ed and Agnes. They're just so much, they're a part of our lives now. I mean, I just think they're great, and they accepted us down here. So we found our niche, and we're not proving ourselves by trying to show up like the volunteer fire department.
There you go.
So,
However, when you guys do that, we love that as well. When you come out to the events, and
we do.
you guys bring a nice impact to
You gotta find a
the
balance.
events. Yeah.
Whenever you feel like, because what I realize is I don't want to ever give someone less of myself. Like I don't want to like give you 20% of me. If I want to be there, I want to be present. I want to be 100% me.
Absolutely.
Because they're expecting you. Like they're seeing the personalities, the educated. Like what if you're not feeling like your bubbly self today? What if I'm not feeling social today? I don't want to have to go to this event and I learned that the hard way, spreading myself way too thin. That's like the first thing you learn as an entrepreneur. Like you can't take every job. You can't take every job. You know?
People might mess your character up for that particular bad time. And
They'll be like, oh, he's not even fun. I thought he
right.
was fun.
You don't want to be seen out there like
Yeah,
that,
exactly.
right? Wow, that was great.
We
Thanks,
appreciate you all, really appreciate your input in this, and you know, somebody out here needed to hear this today.
Right,
Oh, yeah.
And
Sure.
get something from it. So
And please
Every
know
time.
we will be showing up at unexpected times and
Yes,
kind of
we
going
will.
live. So don't count us out.
right.
All right. What do we have, Shaviva? What's next? We want to talk to these guys. What do we want to talk about?
Okay. Everything. Who shall we start with?
Let's
start
start
with
with
Dontae.
Go for it.
Since you're looking that way, we can finish each other's sentences.
All right. Yeah. Thank you so much. It's good to see you. And
Good to
like
see
you
you
made
again.
mention that the last time we saw each other, we were over on the riverfront
Yes.
and had the whole fashion thing in full effect.
Full fashion show.
Yeah.
Good times.
Talk
Yeah.
about some exciting stuff that's happening with you.
Well, currently, I've still been doing my clothes just on a smaller basis. I work at Mercy One in Waterloo.
Okay.
Actually, I worked there for 10 years before, and I'm back now. Again, this time around, I've only been there about the last 6 or 7 months. But I actually work for the surgery unit. I'm a processing tech for them, so I get all the equipment ready, and they go for it. Then I do a count at the end to make sure everything's still there and nothing was basically left in a patient or not.
Oh, Lord.
That is
Yeah,
such an
yeah.
important
There you go.
job. Yeah.
So I've been doing that. Would have been about 11 years of experience, but it's also about 6 months that I've been back in that field. I am firm on being an entrepreneur, so I like to always have a dependable job with a salary, meaning. And then I like to still make other means possible with all my other ideas that I have going on, because I hate stopping at one. But I do like security is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Mercy One has given me that security so I can still be an entrepreneur to do all the other stuff I need to do. So,
Talk about your fashion line. What, I mean, how do you? How can I tell if I'm looking at a Dontae?
the number one
Dontae
thing that people
design.
know about my custom designs are bleaching and distress.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah, the
I
denim?
do screen print, embroidery, you name it, I do it. I basically specialize in anything custom. If you saw it out there, I can remake it and or get it. I actually do styling as well, so I
Okay.
do video shoots, movies. I'm actually wanting to do a movie, well, in talks right now about doing a movie out of Minnesota right now, and I'm going to dress the whole cast and everything. So that's exciting for me. That's what I want to get into. Videos I do all the time. I'm actually a part of the UNI fashion shows usually too.
Okay.
Yeah, been doing that last 5 or 6 years with them. Also, what do I want to say? I basically work on family reunion T-shirts.
Okay, so people just kind of connect with you
Yes,
and,
yeah.
and tell you what they
So basically
want.
how my ordering works, you basically get in contact with me and we basically go over what's needed. And after that, you just can leave it all to me. That's
Okay.
yeah, the stress is off you at that point. You tell me your vision, your thoughts, everything you want to happen, and I make sure I deliver on it. I actually haven't even had
Nice.
to deal with a bad customer at this point.
No
So,
dissatisfied
I've been
customer.
satisfied 10 years. This is actually, in November will be my 10-year anniversary of doing this out of my home.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I tried trial and error with boutiques and shops and all that stuff, and I've found my center for clothing in my own personal home, my own warehouse, my own dwellings, and all my stuff comes out way better.
That's what works
Yeah,
for you.
yeah, it works for me.
Good.
Yeah.
What, Dontae, what inspires you?
Well, back when I was younger, I wasn't like best dressed in high school and homecoming king and all that
Okay,
stuff.
okay.
And what inspired me about clothing was, to be honest, I thought that I was getting some of the love that I was getting based off of how I dressed and how I carried myself. And I wanted to be known that if clothes are making me issue, when I say the issue, if clothes are making me nicely liked and everybody likes me, I wanted to make sure I get back to the people who don't dress nice and don't do this and don't know about putting this together with this and doing all this. So my thing was, if clothes can get me respect and other people want respect,
yeah.
it's just a simple way for appearance that you can get the respect you deserve as well, even though you don't know how to put this together or do this or be different. I just stick with standing out and being yourself at all times. So, and that what wins right there.
We're going to get back to some more questions for you.
All righty.
But we also have, thank you, we have our Give It Air. Thank you, Dontae, and I love that.
Yeah.
That you get inspired by the respect. I mean,
Yeah.
what better reason to be inspired, by getting respect. Okay, we also want to talk about our Give It Air segment, Shaviva.
That's right. There are a number of black pioneers in this town that really paved the way and did some great things, and we've been recognizing them on the past few shows. This week, we'd like to talk about the Fergusons.
The Fergusons from Waterloo. You've heard of Ferguson Fields. And we're going to have Imani talk in her outdoor voice. She hasn't been feeling good, so I hope you can get through it, Imani. Will you please read about the Fergusons of Waterloo, Iowa? And that's F-U-R.
Yes.
Different than your name.
That's
Shaviva,
right.
so
It's not me.
a whole nother family.
That is it.
All right. Thank you, Imani.
The Fergusons. All right. The young Lee Ferguson, a physician with a degree from the University of Iowa, was denied loans to start his practice and could not purchase a home. Later, when the Texas native did, the mostly white neighborhood protested and tried to have him moved through a court order. He was a doctor, but he was a black man first. He was okay for the black people, but he couldn't live on the west side. I used to hear him talk about it, and it made me very angry, recalled his daughter, Betty Jean Ferguson. She remembers her high school education. Textbooks in those days told students that African Americans had been slaves. Yes, but they were happy slaves. The variety show at East High had separate acts for its black students. In later years, the Ferguson family traveled the country attending NAACP conventions. Usually they spent the night with locals because African Americans were not allowed to rent hotel rooms. Ferguson married Lily Williams, who would later become Waterloo's first black school teacher and have an East Waterloo Child Care Center named for her. Dr. Ferguson died in 1948. In 1974, he became the first African American elected to the Waterloo Hall of Fame by the Chamber of Commerce. The Ferguson family went on to excel in the next generation. Betty Jean Ferguson became the longtime director of the Waterloo Human Rights Commission, a Waterloo School Board member, and was appointed to the Iowa Board of Regents. Her sister, Martha Nash, was a longtime community activist along with her husband, Dr. Warren Nash. She operated the Martin Luther King Jr. Center for 14 years. In 2004, she would join her father in the Waterloo Hall of Fame. The Ferguson's son-in-law, Dr. Percy Harris, An East High School graduate, was Lynn County Medical Examiner for 42 years, retiring in 2000. He was the county's first medical examiner when the title was changed from coroner in the early 1960s. His son, Peter, was a successful popular musician with the 1980s band Bruce Hornsby and The Range.
Bruce Hornsby and The Range. That's the way it is. Ain't that the
Yes.
one? Wow. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much
Thank you,
for
Imani.
that, Imani. Good. That was about the Fergusons. We've had a lot of events at Ferguson Fields. There's places named after these people, but it's great to know the history.
Yes.
Thank you. You did a great job. Let's give her a hand because this is her first time doing that on camera with a little sniffle. So you did a great job. Thank you, Imani. All right, Shabiba, what do you got for Riley?
Well, first of all, Riley, it was just happenstance that I ended up meeting you, right?
Yes.
But just for our audience, tell people a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Okay. So I'm co-CEO of the company Young Creatives. It was founded in Cedar Rapids by me and my business partner Juan Gomez, who's also a designer. He actually made this jacket today that I'm wearing.
Oh,
So-
nice. Okay.
Yeah, I thought I'd wear it. Give him some shout outs because he couldn't be here today. But so we started a company in 2018. We do music videos, events, weddings, and I'm lucky enough for that to be like my full-time gig. You know, I've worked every job known to man, and I just got tired of it. You know, I don't do well with imposed structure. I'm good with structure, but imposing it on me, I'm like, So we started a business, and it's been, you know, that's been kind of a catalyst for all of our creative, wacky ideas that we have. One of our notable things that we did was the first time I was on a plane, I went to England, and we did a vampire film, and that was
Oh my goodness.
culture shock times 1,000. You know,
Oh, really?
so that was like the moment I realized I was like, I want to do this for the rest of my life. Like I'll find a way to make it work. You know.
Right. Shabiba said in the pre-boom, if she had a bucket list, she says she doesn't, but she would put being in a video on that bucket list.
Oh, now you can cross it off.
Right,
Now
now
it's
you-
crossed off.
Yeah, so that's
And here's she's playing a little
Okay,
bit.
okay.
Thank you, Agnes.
Yeah, so this was before
It's
you
a
play that.
great, yeah.
This was my newest single.
Yes.
Off my upcoming
Look
album.
at that. There should be a live video of it. I love it.
Yeah, she definitely helped me accomplish the vision, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you showing up, and
Oh,
you were early.
thank
We were
you.
still filling up the
I
pool.
Right.
The compressor broke, so we were like using a bike pump to fill up the pool, and
Gotcha.
it was a whole thing.
And I really love the behind the scenes stuff. See, that's the finished product that people are seeing.
Yeah.
But the behind the scenes stuff is so much fun. I used to be a dancer, so I know all about the behind the scenes stuff that
Yes.
nobody else gets a chance to see.
Yeah, it's
Right.
fun.
So there we are. Wow.
That's good quality as well.
It is.
Thank you, thank
and
you.
I
Yeah.
love the song. It's such a catchy tune. We
Thank
have
you.
it on our Facebook page so people can look at it. So what
Thank
are
you.
your upcoming, you have anything going on? Shabiba said something about Japan?
Yes, I leave for Japan in 4 days.
Oh my.
We're going to be doing a lot of stuff out there, mainly just filming content, you know, like the videos you see that I always do, just doing it in Japan. I have a couple Japanese artists. Luckily, they speak
Whoa.
English. We're going to collab with them as well and make music. So
Talk about culture shock again, right?
Yeah. Well, my biggest inspiration comes from, you know, I'm an Iowa kid, man. I born and raised in Cedar Rapids. Like I told you, my first time on a plane was literally 5 years ago. I went to England. Like, I had never been to Miami, Dallas, LA. Like now I've been to these cities and I'm like, wow, like the world is actually a small place. They make you think it's this really big, scary place that it's hard to navigate. It's like, no, you can put roots down in any city. You just have to want to do it. So part of me, you know, I'm not always at every community event or whatever, but like my whole thing is there's got to be people holding the culture here, and there's got to be people reaching to other places to create pipelines. So my goal, my hope is that after I go to these places, that other Iowa artists, other Iowa creators see that and they're like, I can go too. He's done it, and then I'll give you the connections and I'll connect you with whoever I know there. And so that's what we're doing with Japan. You know, it's gonna be much more of a culture shock because they don't speak any English, but
Okay.
we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work.
I think that's a harder language to try to learn too.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know,
yeah,
but it
yeah.
seems
All I
like
know is
it will be.
konnichiwa.
I know survival phrases. That's about it.
Get
Survival
the cell
phrases.
phone.
Survival
ready with
phrases.
That's
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, with
Babble or
the translator.
something, yeah.
With
Yeah.
the translator.
Yep. Google Translate's been like, that's how I've been able to even
Yeah.
set up any like thing with the locals and stuff. Just
Gotcha.
using Google Translate back and forth.
Yep.
Instagram DM, you know.
Yeah, they got a little earpiece you can get now too, just so you know.
Oh yeah, and then they translate.
Oh.
it for you.
Yeah.
Hear
In
it,
real
and I'll
time.
tell
Yeah.
you what in real time. Yes.
Awesome.
I'm like, what was that? What, come again?
Right. One more time. Right. Well, thank you so much.
Okay, yeah, I'm just switching gears once again. I want to jump back to you, Dontae.
Yes.
And you talk about, please, some upcoming things that you may have.
So, upcoming, this is my 10th year anniversary, and like we were just saying about the entrepreneurship, I will be taking a whole nother route on right now. However, I still will be doing clothes for a while. My clothes is going to be kind of on a order basis of what I can take, because me being by myself, I don't have any help because I do customize each item.
Oh,
so
sure.
it has to be all me when I give it to you. I don't even allow any
Anybody
creative.
else to help?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So right now I am working on opening up a bar and grill downtown Waterloo.
Stop it! Really? How
So
about
I switched
that?
all the way over from that. I do got a couple of people, local people here in mind that are great cooks, great hostesses, great bartenders, and I just want a good spot where everybody can, have fun.
Do you have a
Nice
spot picked out?
spot picked out. I have some couple things going on with the actual locations. So before I say,
Okay.
but it will be downtown Waterloo for
Oh
sure.
my goodness sake!
Yeah.
Well, we are so
Yeah.
happy to hear that. It's going to be a great thing to have more places to go to.
Yep.
Absolutely. I'm
Yep.
just thinking, as far as both of you young men,
Yes.
one thing that I noticed that you both seem to have conquered, something that used to be problematic for me. You both are multi-talented and you can do
There
a
you
lot
go.
of different
Yeah.
things.
Did
But
it-
for some reason, for me, that was a problem. I felt like I needed to pick one thing and stick to it. No, you
Never,
don't have
never
to.
do that.
Right.
I
Never
think
do
when we
that.
do that, we
love
get
it.
we get mad a little bit because we think that we know we're good at all these things, but we want to give our 100% to each situation.
Right.
And now we give in each situation 20, 40, 60,
Yes.
and now we feel
Absolutely.
incomplete in that 20 situation because we know we got
Absolutely.
100% for it.
Yeah, and the way I see it is like I'm a multifaceted person. Whether I'm talented at these things or not, like I like them.
Yes.
Well,
There's
yeah.
lots of things that I like that I'm not good at. Fishing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm terrible at fishing. I love to fish.
It's too
Exactly.
slow
Yeah.
though, probably
Yeah.
for you, because you're going like my son, my Travis. He's got 100 things going
Yeah.
at one
Yeah.
time. So yeah, it's just it's a creative mind.
Well, 'cause-
where our time's
Yeah.
running out. But go ahead and
Okay.
say what you're gonna say.
No, okay. Well, so I was gonna add on to what you said about like you feeling you had to pick something. I think that's very important. We should touch on for other creators. Like for the person who's good at this, they think they're good at this. First off, you don't have to choose. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to choose.
Absolutely.
Just have a plan for each thing.
Yep.
Right? If you really want to make music your full-time gig, you need to approach it the way people that make it their full-time gig approach it. You can't, be doing it 1 foot in, 1 foot out and then expecting the results. So that's one thing I see a lot of. I see a lot of people discouraged with their results, but they should be more discouraged with the work they don't put in.
There you
Okay.
go.
Yep.
Said
Okay,
it.
love it.
There
love
it is. All
Yeah.
right, we love that, and you guys keep doing the great
I
stuff
appreciate
you're
it. Thank you.
doing,
Yeah.
and
Thank
keep
you.
branching
Yes.
out and trying new things,
I know.
right,
Appreciate it.
Shaviva?
Always.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
glad your platform gives people a chance to talk about the stuff they are doing. So I'm glad. I'm happy
Yes.
for you guys too.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you so much.
guys.
Helping more than you guys think so.
Okay, well that's real nice and everything,
Yeah.
but it's time to sing now. You guys just sing. You didn't get to sing on
I
the
think I
riverbank.
gotta get out of here.
You didn't get
That's
to
my
sing on
cue.
the riverbank that day, so we're gonna make you
There
sing
you go.
now, right?
Okay,
And it's
yes.
brought to you, our happy birthday song, in case you wondered, is brought to you by We Arose. That's that sweet Daquan Campbell,
That's
right?
right. Greens to go.
And greens to go. They're building a community by increasing access to fresh food, and you know you need it.
That's right. We got to throw out a quick warning.
Yes.
Okay, if you don't like seeing people having too much fun, all right, you might want to look away from the screen, turn down the sound, something like that, because we finna pop.
We're fixing a party, y'all.
Yes.
And if you don't like to see people drinking whatever's in this cup
This
and
is
singing happy birthday,
matcha tea. Matcha tea.
She had to clarify. This is tea. Tea.
That's correct.
well, I got water too, but that's boring. Okay. Our best birthday people today should be, but who are
Entire
they?
world. We got Les Wild.
Hey, Les.
I saw him early today. Happy birthday.
Yes.
Chanel Berry.
Nelly.
Dondi Hickey.
Hey, baby.
Latasha Frost, Kira
Yes.
Ray. Ida Edmiston.
All
and Tara
right.
Hickey.
Yes,
Happy birthday,
my
y'all.
cousin. All my family's on here.
Yeah.
Barbia Williams and Carmen Teague, and that's
Yes.
the lady with the new store, right?
That's right,
Yeah,
yeah.
Carmen. And Imaro
Umaru,
Balde.
yep.
Yes, Henry Kennedy.
Hey.
Hey.
All right.
And Twyla Anderson. Hey, Twyla. And
Yes.
hey, my cousin Nick Oliver. I love you, Nick. And I
All
hope you're
right.
watching.
Okay.
Yes. And we like to sing the Stevie Wonder version. But since you're a singer, do you want to just just do a
let's do
solo
that.
and
No, we can sing together.
do you do the thing like James Brown, like do the splits and
No, we can sing together.
Oh, you want to sing?
Yeah, we
Okay.
can sing
I just
together.
didn't want to hold back
Yeah.
if you. I don't want you holding back if you had a
Hit the final
performance.
note.
How about you? You got a performance you wanted to do?
I'll do a little tap tap.
Okay, all right, we're gonna tap, and I'm sure you would agree
It couldn't fit more perfectly
than to have a world party.
on the day you came to be.
Happy birthday to
ya.
Happy
birthday to ya.
Happy birthday, happy birthday
to
Dontae, I can't hear you.
Happy birthday to ya.
Okay, happy birthday. Woo. All right. Imani, you get a pass because I know you're not feeling well. Usually Imani's holding down that soprano over there. But we got it done, Shaviva.
We got it.
Yes, we always have the best birthday people.
Yes.
We want everyone to stay tuned for our next upcoming shows.
That's right. On the 20th, we're going to have Rochelle Chase and Mayor Hart.
Right.
Yep.
And on the 27th, we're going to have Wilbur Auto and the Next Level Lounge and Grill. Hopefully that'll be coming, it'll be ready to open because I've
Yeah.
heard that
That'll
that's
be
in
great.
the making,
Yeah,
right?
okay. Sounds good to
Okay.
me.
As seasoned women, we've seen a few things and learned a few things.
Absolutely. What have you learned?
I've learned that being kind is more important than being right.
Okie dokie.
Sometimes I
Yeah.
just gotta be right. If they
And
wrong, if somebody's
Depends on how wrong they are. If they're wrong, yeah, you got
Wrong is
it.
wrong, right is right.
I'll get
Yeah.
mean.
No, that's
I'll
right.
get mean on them if they're real
Okay,
wrong.
I've learned that whenever I decide something with an open heart, I usually make the right decision.
That's right,
I like that.
Geneva. Yeah.
Usually. Not all the time, but usually. Okay.
All right, we want to encourage our viewers. Do we have some comments? I saw you holding up something. No? Oh, wrap it up.
Yeah.
That means- I know what that means.
That means get out of here. Yeah.
Encourage our viewers to keep doing more stuff that makes you awesome.
That's right, like Dontae and like Riley.
Riley,
Because it makes us all look good. And hey, remember folks, if it's Friday, it's
It's North End Update. Whoop, whoop.
See you
Have a
next
good
time.
one.